Hey everyone, and welcome to episode 10 of the Pokémon FireRed 100% playthrough. I've got a special surprise for you before we get to showing what I've done off screen. Well, actually, the surprise is what I've done off screen. First of all, we'll just go ahead and look at my party. Well, we've just got Athena, and I've got my Pokémon in the PC. But first, before we look into the PC, let me show you a new setup trick I discovered. I've turned into a girl. It's still me though, but now I have 8 gym badges. Okay, so what just happened? Well, as I mentioned in previous episodes, I've been playing Pokemon Leaf Green off camera, and so I actually just beat the 8th gym leader off camera today. And so this is the current party on Leaf Green. I used, for some reason A button is not working. I don't know why, but yeah, I've got Venusaur, and then I've just got like a Fly HM, Cut HM, and then these are just the gift Pokemon I grabbed. I grabbed Dominite because we picked Dome Fossil for FireRed, the Lapras from Silph.co, and the Eevee. So, and it's female, which is good because we can, that's good for breeding. So yeah. Basically, if there's ever a situation where, like in an episode, I wanted to literally switch back and forth between, like, FireRed and Leaf Green, I can, which I think is really cool. So, like, just as an example, you can see there, I don't have any Pokemon, really. Does that fix the problem? Because I was having an issue with the A button. I can't... No, that doesn't really fix it. Does it fit? Can I just use L equals A? Sorry, just troubleshooting a little bit here. I'm a little confused. For some reason, my A button's not working, but L works on the Leaf Green. Anyway, I just wanted to show off that I could do that, and that I also have this save file completed. Or, it's not completed. I haven't beat the Elite Four or anything, but I have gotten all 8 gym badges. So, what this means is, we can catch stuff off camera, or we can catch stuff on camera, I mean, and we can switch back and forth between Fire and Leaf Green seamlessly in the episode, which is really cool. So, let's go ahead and switch right on back to Fire Red. Alright. So, yeah, unfortunately the volume pauses for a second when I'm switching, but that's just kind of to be expected. Anyway, let me show you what I did off camera for FireRed. Unfortunately, I didn't look for too long, but I did not find a shiny. But here are our Pokemon. We got Aria, Liberty, Sonar, Uncanny, Trix, Sam, and I leveled up Bakugo, Quartz, Sandy, and Serena all to level 22, putting them on par level-wise with the rest of our Pokemon. So, as we're about to head into Mount Moon, or not Mount Moon, that's not what this is. We're about to head into Rock Tunnel. Let's grab our new Pokemon we just got and use them. Yeah, for some reason the setup of having 2 of the games open at the same time, for some reason that messes up my A button. I don't know why. So I have to use L equals A now, apparently. Which, fine, I can get used to it, I guess. Who will be our final member? We probably want a sleeper, right? So, we'll bring Liberty. So yeah, this is going to be a different party from usual. But that's what makes it interesting, right? Alright, let's see if we can take care of Rock Tunnel with this squad. We shouldn't have... I think we'll be fine. So let's let's just start off strong with Sandy. And see how it goes. Alright, I'm excited to get through here. Oh, I needed Liberty anyway because we need Flash. Alright. We got the squad. Here we go. We already fought this guy last episode. Alright, Zubat, I can handle with Sandy. Alright, so we will Rock Throw. Oh, I have the battle animations turned off still. I will fix that real quick. On. There we go. Alright, and we can get on the bike too. Another Zubat. Zubatol. So yeah, I think that the whole being able to switch between Fire and Leaf Green is cool. Maybe it's a little gimmicky, considering most of the time we're just going to be wanting to look at one at a time. But I don't know. I might be able to come up with like an interesting way to do that, or maybe I don't know. There's got to be something cool with that. Unfortunately, I know well, okay, let's just see what happens. I don't think this guy uses anything that Rocky or Sandy wants to fight. I draw illustrations of Pokemon when I'm home. Okay. He draws what kind of illustrations? It's a Pokemaniac Winston. That is not a good matchup for Sandy. And they're still kind of high level. Honestly... Wait. Let's go into Bakugo. Okay. Growl. That is not going to be a problem for Bakugo. We'll go for a Spark. There we go. 2-hit KO. Okay, so another thing is, I've been thinking a lot about, like, how, like, the logistics of how I'm going to catch all the Pokemon, right? So, obviously, I'm going to catch all the Pokemon that are in Fire and Leaf Green. I've got both of them here. I've got the Leaf Green ready, pretty much, to catch everything I'll ever need. And even if I, like, can't squeeze through the Elite Four with just the Venusaur, I can just trade anything from FireRed over to Leaf Green to, you know, once FireRed is farther in the game. Because Leaf Green has 8 badges, everything will obey them. Everything will obey the Leaf Green file. So I could trade over, let's say I focus on FireRed, don't play the Leaf Green for a while. I could just trade over a high-level Pokemon from FireRed, like Mewtwo or something, to Leaf Green, and then use that to beat the Elite Four if I wanted, on Leaf Green. Instead of just only trying to use that one, like, 50-something Venusaur. But, I kind of already remember that this is not going to go well for rock ground types, so let's go with Liberty for this girl. Oh, wait, we need to talk to, alright, you know what? I've got repels. I think I have repels. Wait, can we one-shot the Zubat? If we have repels, I will use them. If we don't, then that's tough. I'm not going back. Do we have repels? We have 16. Alright, well, yeah, let's use repels. Alright, and what does this guy say now? I'm an artist, not a fighter. I'll go home to draw. I don't often come here, but I will battle you. So, yeah, what I was saying was, obviously we're going to catch everything we can with FireRed and Leaf Green. Then we're going to... I think next up is we're going to play probably Pokemon Colosseum. And I've never played Colosseum before. Or I've played the beginning of Colosseum, but I only got to the second town. I've never beaten Colosseum or gotten too far. So I've only played like the first opening hours of the game. So we're going to play that next. And catch all the Pokemon you can get in there. Like the Johto starters, the Johto legendaries, Ho-Oh, all those Pokemon, right? Then, depending on how I'm feeling at that moment, we will either go for XD, the sequel, or we'll play Emerald next. One or the other. I will make that decision, like, you know, based off of whatever I'm in the mood for after Colosseum, or, you know, as we get closer to that actually being an important decision to make, I will make that. But whichever one we do, obviously, whichever one we do first, we have to play the other one second. Technically, we could get every Pokemon we need with just Emerald Coliseum and FireRed Leaf Green, other than just a couple random, like, Ruby Sapphire version exclusives can be caught in various places between Coliseum and XD, and technically the only Pokemon that's not in Emerald, if we used Emerald, FireRed Leaf Green, Coliseum, and XD, is the second Latios or Latios. Because I don't want to cheat, or I don't want to just gen in like an Eon ticket or whatever, I'm going to need to play through either Ruby or Sapphire to get the ticket. Or to just get the other Latios or Latios. To get the other Lati Pokemon, whatever you want to say. Let's just put Athena up front. Unfortunately, I know, but I feel like this guy just uses stupid ground types and crap. So, realistically, gonna have to play through, like, the Sapphire playthrough will be like the Leaf Green, where I just kind of rush through with the starter off camera most likely, and just try to get through the game as quick as possible, while we'll record a full playthrough of Emerald, Coliseum, and XD. And the idea is, with all those games, we can catch all 382 Pokemon, not counting Mythicals. For the Mythicals, I am very tempted to, like, go after both bonus discs, both the English and Japanese one for Celebi and Jirachi. I do have Japanese Coliseum, and I do have Japanese Game Boy games, so I could use the Japanese Celebi disc. So there is a big part of me that, you know, wants to get both the Celebi and the Jirachi bonus discs. The problem is they're both over $100 on eBay, and so realistically, the only way I can justify to myself buying them is if after I use them, I just resell them again. I most likely won't recoup all the money, but at least I'll recoup most of the money. Kind of like buy it for the experience, and then once I have the Pokemon, get rid of it, resell. I'm definitely considering doing that to get those two Mythicals. And then for Mew and Deoxys, there's no legitimate way to get them. So for them specifically, I'm probably just going to use use the fact that I can put the Pokemon save files on the computer to use Pokéhex or some other trick or somehow to basically recreate the events that made those Pokemon unavailable. Like, for Mew, I might use my Japanese Emerald and give it the old C map and catch a Japanese Mew, which, while it's still not technically legitimate, in the eyes of, like, Pokebank and Pokemon Home, it'll be considered legal because it will be indistinguishable from any other legitimate old C map Mew, because everything about it is legitimate other than how I got the event, basically. And same thing with Deoxys. I will probably, on either, like, probably my Leaf Green, send it the whatever ticket you need to encounter Deoxys, and I will get Deoxys that way by battling and catching it. So, really, the two Mythicals that we really don't have access to, I'm going to be able to battle and catch. Hit me with your best shot. So yeah, both of the Mythicals, even though we're not supposed to be able to get them, we can actually battle and catch, while ironically the two Mythicals we actually can get legitimate are more of a spending money thing than a actually doing something in the game to get. Isn't that funny how the Mythicals that feel like they're more legit to obtain are the illegal ones, and the ones that are just, you just get them as a gift, are the legitimate ones? Isn't that silly? Yeah, I think this is kind of stupid, but that's just kind of how it goes. That's the nature. It's either I just don't get them at all, or or I have to go outside of the fully official means to obtain them. So, in my mind, I will go outside the official means, but I'll still obtain them in a way that is basically the exact same way they were obtained back in the day. I'm just recreating the event years in the future. Like if I can like actually set it up where I can recreate the like wireless event distribution and wirelessly send it to my game as if it was a real event, I'll totally do that if I can figure that out. I want to make it as close to the real event as possible. But for the record, pretty much those are the only 2 Pokemon I'm allowing, like, using an outside source to obtain in terms of completing the Pokédex. Every other Pokemon for the Pokédex is going to be obtained completely through official means that Nintendo would approve of, basically. The only other downside I can think of is, like, I do kind of, even though we're going to get Lugia and Ho-Oh through the GameCube games, I do kind of want to still do the other events where you get to catch them in like FireRed, Leaf Green, or whatever, just to experience the events. Pretty much all, this is for Mew and for Deoxys as well, but pretty much all, if I do any events, that aren't any, that have come and gone, and I use any of those events, through like whatever means outside of official play, then I will keep those Pokemon separate. So from like the rest of the Pokemon. So it'll be like a clear distinction. Hey, these guys are semi-legit in the sense of, I did not legitimately obtain access to the event that let me legitimately catch them. If that makes sense. In the eyes of Pokebank and Pokemon Home, they'll be considered completely legitimate and legal, but in the eyes of my heart, they're not quite the same. It's not quite the same as having been there in the early 2000s and getting them back then. So that's kind of the deal with that. If I have like an actual living dex where they're all organized and everything, the Mew and the Deoxys, while I'll have them, they will still be kept separately, even if that's kind of annoying and silly. Probably like just a separate box, just to kind of show, hey, we have them, but with an asterisk beside it, So, even though we're going to have to slightly cheat, the ones that we are cheating to obtain are the ones we actually have to still battle and catch, which, is interesting because I've never done these events before, so some of it is I just want to experience something I never got to experience as a kid. So that's kind of what we're going to do. That's kind of the plan. To catch everything. And what I'm going to do with the mythicals. Yeah, that's basically what I want to do. Also, I bought here's the other thing. I have a homebrewed or hacked Wii or whatever, so that allows me to kind of get through region locking. And so I bought on eBay just yesterday, I bought a PAL copy of Pokemon Box, which is basically Gen 3's version of Pokemon Home or Pokemon Bank. And I bought it because I can get through region locking of my American system using like some program on my Wii. I forget what it is. And then I can, apparently, from what I saw online, from what I read online, the PAL GameCube game, the PAL Pokemon Home, should be able to communicate with, it should be able to communicate with my USA English Pokemon games. And that's good news because I already own Japanese Coliseum, Japanese XD, and Japanese Pokemon Box, and then an English copy of Coliseum. I don't have English XD. But my point is, I can use Pokemon Box with my Japanese Pokemon Box, but it only communicates with my Japanese Game Boy Advance games. So, it's basically almost useless because obviously all the games that actually have all the Pokemon I care about are going to be my English games. So I basically had to order a second Pokemon box, and I bought the PAL one instead of the American version of Pokemon box, because the American version of Pokemon box is like over $1,000. It's ridiculously expensive. While the PAL version was like a little under $100, which is still expensive, but comparatively, it's like, you know, just low enough to actually be purchasable, you know? So that's kind of how that went. Wow, I'm not really. I guess let's put Quartz up. So I think there's another guy here. Yeah, we're gonna fight Outsiders. Like, you need to show some respect. All right, well, you need to show me respect. I'm gonna beat you at your own game. I'm gonna beat you with a Geodude. I think you got Geodude. I got a Geodude. Her name is Quartz, and she's gonna destroy you. She's gonna rock your world. Magnitude. So yeah, that's the plan. Another thing, two other things, actually. One, I got better internet, so I care a little bit less about file size, which means if I want to, I can put this up to an hour long again in 60 FPS with these videos. And second is that I was watching, I think it was episode 7, where I was on the SSN, and I was talking about a Pokemon fanfiction I recommended, by Daystar Eld. I don't think I ever actually said the name of it. It's called Pokemon: The Origin of Species. Similar to the idea of like Darwin, the origin of species, it's called Pokemon: The Origin of Species, and it's by Daystar Eld, which is spelled DAYSTARELD. So if you are interested, and I'll also like put that in a pinned comment or in the description or something in episode 7 as well. If you are interested in reading that Pokemon fanfiction, which I highly recommend, that is what it was called. And that's my bad that I think I even started to say it, and then I thought, wait, no, I'm going to sell it before I give you the name. And then I never say the name. I think that's what happened. When I was watching over the footage, I never heard myself say the name again. I might have just missed it, but I don't think I said the actual name of the fanfiction. So that's kind of on me. I thought that was funny. Also, I noticed when I was listening to myself over for that, I called it an anime at one point, which I thought was like, oh, okay, I'm just talking. Oh, can we one-shot this with the Magnitude? Oh, I was just looking at the moveset. I didn't actually show the movesets of these Pokemon I leveled up, because I also taught them some TMs. So let me actually, I mean, you've kind of already seen them a little bit as I've used them, but I haven't explicitly like gone over it. So Quartz has Magnitude, Rock Throw. I taught her the Brick Break TM, and she learned Self-Destruct by level up, which is so cool. Then we got Bakugo, who learned Spark by level up, knows Sonic Boom, Tackle, and Screech. And then we got Athena, we already know. Liberty, we already know. Oh, Serena. Serena has Karate Chop. I taught her the Rock Tomb TM, learned Seismic Toss and Foresight, so we can hit ghost types with fighting moves, although that's still not going to be very effective because they're poison. And then we got Sandy with Rock Throw, Tackle, Bind, and Screech. So yeah, that is their movesets. Just wanted to go over that. Alright, and what's over here? Nothing. And down here, nothing again. Alrighty. Also, another thing. I still want to hold to the idea that all the trait evolutions I'm going to save for after I am registered in the Hall of Fame. But since I off-screen played through Leaf Green and got the 8 badges, that means I actually have access in Leaf Green now to every single Kanto version exclusive. So if I want to use like a Vulpix or a Staryu or something, do you know how you can avoid getting lost in the mountains? You can bend twigs as trail markers. So yeah, if I want to use any Leaf Green exclusive, I can catch it on Leaf Green, and then trade it over to my FireRed. And I'm about to get the 4th badge coming up, and the 4th badge lets Pokemon obey you up to level 50, which means I pretty much am not going to have to worry about obedience. So I feel like once we get the 4th badge in FireRed, that's the perfect time to basically do some catching in Leaf Green and trade over those version exclusives so that I can then have them just for the Pokédex, but also if I want to use any and train any of them. You know, let's not limit our pool of Pokemon we can use to only what's in FireRed. I've got both games, I've got them ready to go. Let's go all out. Let's use any Pokemon in Kanto with no restrictions at all. The only restriction is that I self-imposed a restriction on when I can do the trade evolution. Just for difficulty / giving the middle evolutions time to shine. Because they're strong enough to beat the game with, and also if I didn't do that, I would just evolve them like immediately. You know? It's like, I'd rather give myself significant time to like have the basic Pokemon. Like with Geodude, we have Geodude, and then we spend a significant portion of time with the Graveler, and then eventually, once we beat the game, we can evolve her into Golem, and then we'll still have her, and we'll still be using her for post-game and stuff. So it'll be cool, and it's going to be like that with all the trade evolutions. When you're up on a rocky mountain like this, rock slides are a threat. Can you imagine boulders tumbling down on you? That'd be like, wow, total terror. You don't seem to be scared. Want to try using Rock Slide? That is a move I'm going to teach eventually, but I'm going to hold off for now, because he's right, I am scared. I don't want to... There's only one of those in the game. I've got access to it again in Leaf Green as well, but I want to make sure I teach that to the right Pokemon. It'll probably be Quartz, but I don't want to lock in just quite yet, you know? Play it safe. Alright, let's just run. This is dumb. You're gonna confuse me and stuff? Like, I don't like that. Choose a potion, heal that up. In fact, let's actually use a couple of these. Let's heal Bakugo. And let's heal Serena. Alright, Liberty's fine. Alright. Nothing. Oh, there is something up here. We got a Pokeball. And a Zubat. Once again, the Zubat is back. And we'll rock through it. And this time, it misses. So, yeah, another thing is, with catching those version exclusives, I did already have a Bellsprout as a cut slave or whatever, or just a cut Pokemon that I used to use cut. But, I think what I'll do is, since I got it so I can record the Leaf Green, I'll literally record me catching all the Leaf Green exclusives. I don't know if I'll literally show the process of... I might just do a little quick montage where I just record it and just be like, oh, I found the thing, or I don't know. Just a little montage of me catching them or something. And also just show a little clip of like me trading with my actual physical Game Boys, and then we'll just kind of to show how I got the Pokemon, and I think that'll be cool. Let's actually use the repels I have and not use them like I have been. I don't know why I stopped using them. Just been distracted. Ha ha ha! Can you beat my power? Hiker Dudley with Geodude. I also have a Geodude. And I've got a Magnitude. That is a terrible Magnitude. That was really weak. Alright, but this next Magnitude is going to be really strong. Well, comparatively, that's pretty good. There we go. Look at that big difference in damage. Alright, here comes second Geodude. Alright, we're gonna get Magnitude 8. That's not an 8. Alright. Yeah, I can't really use Rocky very well here because they're just using, you know, just using Pokemon that are really hard to knock out with Onix. Also, another thing that I was thinking about is, another thing that's cool is once we get to, oh, that's bad. Once we get to Celadon City, which we're really close to, another thing I can do off screen, 10. Oh, that's good. Another thing I can do off screen is I can go to the game corner and actually play the slots and try to get coins off screen through the slots. I saw a video where you like use a metronome or something to like time the slots, and I'm gonna try that out, and if it works, I will like leave a link to that video I saw, because it didn't seem very popular. It was like a 3-minute video. Oh! Course is evolving! Right after living on 1 HP against a Graveler in an anime moment. Wow, I didn't even know it evolved at this level. What is this, 25? That's an anime moment. That's an anime moment. We beat the Graveler on 1 HP and then evolve into Graveler. Quartz is awesome. Look at that. Now that's my rock monster. Alright, let's switch Quartz with... I know the upcoming trainers are like not a good fit for Sandy at all. Or Bakugo, really. I guess Liberty. Let's go with Liberty. And did I talk to you? I want to go home. I go for power because I hate thinking. Alright, I don't actually know what this guy has, so let's just use Serena. No. As long as he doesn't have a Cubone, we'll use Bakugo, and if he has a Cubone, we'll switch into Athena or something. You have a Pokédex? I want one too. Cooper. He's got a Slowpoke. That's what we want. So, Spark. Yeah, and also, like, I don't know if I'm going to literally, like... So, I've been going so far where I just kind of have been... Any Pokemon I just feel like using, I just start training. And then I just kind of been training them off screen to kind of catch up and, like... use Versus Seeker and stuff to just kind of train Pokemon and just kind of switch my team around. The thing is I don't know if I'm going to try to literally keep every single Pokemon caught up all the time. As we get more and more Pokemon that I actually want to train, that's going to become less sustainable. So I think in general the idea will just be eventually, some Pokemon might get left behind a little bit in terms of how much I've been using them, but we're just going to kind of play it by ear. I don't want to make myself have to train everybody, but I'm not saying I definitely won't do it. I might if I want to. I don't know. We're just going to kind of see how it goes, but I just want to say, like, I'm not guaranteed no matter what going to train all of them and keep them all caught up, but I might. Just kind of got to see how it goes. When you finish your Pokédex, can I have it? Like, can you imagine we get to Elite Four and I've got a box of 30 Pokemon, they're all like level 50, and I just have to pick, like, okay, I actually took the time to train all of them level 50, and it's like, okay, what do I actually want to bring? That could be fun, but it could also be, I don't know, that could be cool. That would be cool. That would be cool. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. That would definitely not be how I normally play Pokemon, but I don't want to, but it's how I want to play right now, so. Ah! Don't try anything funny in the dark! It's not dark, I've lit it up. Leah. With Bellsprout. We will confuse it. Oh no! It's a stun spore! We're paralyzed. I think we'll just keep confusing away. We'll hammer... Oh. I was gonna say, just keep hammering away. And beat the game as Nintendo intended. Alright, there we go. Knocked out the Bellsprout. So yeah, I have been thinking a lot in general about the logistics of completing the Pokédex, and so yeah, that's pretty much the plan. We're set. We're just going to catch everything. And also, trainer name for everything will be Zachary. Except for if I have to use a Japanese game, it'll just be Zach. So, like, for example, I've already got FireRed and Leaf Green, so I got Bulbasaur and Squirtle, but I did not do a Charmander before I played through Leaf Green, so I'll have to use my Japanese FireRed or Leaf Green to get a Japanese Charmander, and then if I want the original trainer to say Zachary, I'll just have to breed it. Or just have it be Zach. Oh, I do not want Whirlwind. So yeah, that's kind of how we'll have to handle, like, Charmander, for example, because I need a way to get a Charmander, you know, obviously. So, I'm gonna have to use my Japanese Fire Leaf Green. I don't know if I explicitly said this, but I own 2 copies of all the Generation 3 games, like the core games. I'm not talking about the GameCube ones. I have a Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, FireRed, and Leaf Green. 2 copies of each, 1 English American copy and 1 Japanese copy. And then for the GameCube, I have Japanese Pokemon Box, Coliseum XD, English American Coliseum, PAL Pokemon Box is coming in the mail, and I don't know if I'm gonna buy XD. I have it's kind of pretty expensive. It's like over $150. But I have a friend who has their childhood copy, and I'm pretty sure he'll just let me borrow it. He's offered to let me borrow it in the past, so I'll probably just borrow that copy of XD, and then, you know, if I ever want to replay it in the future, I'll just have to learn Japanese, I guess. I already want to do that, so that'd be more motivation to learn, is so that I can actually play my stupid game. Alright, do we want Revenge or Karate Chop? Kinda want both. We might, you know what, let's just get rid of Foresight, and the reason is, like, the only ghost type that is in Kanto, at least, is, like, Gengar and Ghastly and Haunter, and they're also part poison, so fighting moves are still not very effective. So there's no point, really, in even, like, messing around with that. Alright, Paralyzed Heal, we'll use that. And then we'll use a Super Potion on Quartz. And then we will use a regular potion on Liberty. And now we're all healed up and ready for the next trainer. You have Pokemon, let's start! Alright, she's got a Pidgey. Hold on! Guys, wait! It's time for the commercial break! We gotta catch Vulpix right now. Right now, we gotta catch Vulpix. This is a sneak peek of what's in the future of the game. We gotta get Vulpix. Vulpix. Alright, we found a Vulpix. Alright. We will, sleep powder it. And now it's asleep. Because I had the animations off. Oops. Alright, Pokeball. Go! Alright, we caught a Vulpix. We're gonna nickname this Vulpix Distraction. Oops, clicked the wrong button there. Distraction. No. We're gonna name this Vulpix. What in the world? Is select my speed up button for some reason? Why is that happening? I'll have to fix that. Alright. I named the Vulpix Focus. Anyway. back to our regularly scheduled program. Confusion! I just wanted to do that. I can't have this whole setup where I made it where I could switch between the two games seamlessly and not randomly just use it. You know, I've got to use it somehow. Alright, Bellsprout. Oh, no. Hey, I might very well just trade that Vulpix over and just train it for a fire type, because I like Vulpix more than Growlithe. Even though Growlithe is literally just statistically better, I don't care. I like Vulpix more. So, yeah. Might just have to train that Vulpix. So yeah, we just got a new team member, guys. That's going to be on our team. I'm going to train that Pokemon. I will trade that over. Alright, Rattata's down. Now finally, we have another Rattata that's also going to be taken down. Oh, I could have been using Sandy here. Yeah, I'll admit it's kind of hard to fight with Onix, because Onix is not, you know, that good of a Pokemon. It has like less its attack stat is lower than Oddish's attack stat. It is like got a high defense stat, and that is it. I'm all sweaty now. That's the only thing it has is high defense. That's all it's got. So yeah, pretty much just gotta. All right, let's just go with. I can't really. Let's go with Bakugo and just kind of see what happens. I came this far looking for wild Pokemon. Were you looking for Zubat? Ah, she has a Meowth. Alright, we can do that with Bakugo. Let's go for a Spark. Ah, it barely lives. And another one. Here we go. And a Pidgey is going to get knocked out by Spark. Wow, really could have been using Sandy here again. I keep thinking they're going to have grass types is the problem. But I should just if they have it. Oh, there's the grass type I was worried about. Sonic Boom. To a KO, please. That's not to a KO. Alright, how much does Tackle do? Oh, that's annoying. Now Sonic Boom might not kill. It's close. I bet you has 21 health. Can you imagine if Bakugo's still outsped at quarter speed? That'd be crazy. It lived on 1. I knew it. Of course. Oh, and now I'm paralyzed too. And I'm paralyzed twice. This is great. I'm having fun. Can we knock out? Can we knock it out, please? Oh my gosh. If I knew self-destruct, I would click it right now. On Bakugo. I would have clicked it. I would have clicked it. I'm out of Pokemon! You looked cute and harmless. Was I ever wrong? Yeah, no, I want to be handsome and dangerous. Well, actually, I want to be cute and dangerous. I don't know. Either way, I don't know what I want. That's hard to know. Rock Tunnel, Cerulean City to Lavender Town. Alright. Now is the time for Sandy to get some action in. I'm feeling a bit faint. I haven't hiked in some time. You better not have a grass type. We gotta get some Sandy action. Yes! You dumb Pidgey. You get to face my Sandy. Go! Rock throw! Onix! Hit it with the rock throw attack! That's right. Onix is a great Pokemon if you just believe. If you just truly believe. Oh look, it's mad I said that. I think. This move sucks. But it's probably kind of better than Tackle, I guess. Sure, we'll get rid of Tackle for Rage. The thinking is, it can take hits against the 5th, and it can build up to be a strong move because he can take hits, I guess. I don't know. And it's 100 accuracy. So yeah. Alright. Hey, critical hit knockout. Picnic or Carol? I'm too tired. I wasn't up for it. The Pokemon here in the mountains are so chunky. I wish there were pink Pokemon with a floral pattern. Oh, like Muna. Yeah, that's not till Black and White. Yeah, sorry. Alright, let's fight this guy. Ah, it was Clark all along. I should have known. Let's go, Quartz! First time using Quartz in battle. Magnitude! Show these inferior Geodudes who's the queen! That's right. It's Quartz. Quartz will destroy you. Let's go for a Magnitude. I'm not saying that. Okay. Brick break! We're gonna break that rock in half! Wah, wah. Bam! Snapped off the horn. And we did not quite level up. I'm not laughing. Hey, Fever! Achoo! Whew. I'm not reading that. Out of slight sympathy for you viewers, I'm not reading that. Alright, Athena, we're gonna fight this guy. Hi kid, wanna see my Pokemon? Sure thing, Pokemaniac Herman, with your Cubone. Let me show you my Pokemon. Here's Athena. She's a water type. And that's super effective on Pokemon with dead mothers. That's a KO. One hit knockout. And there's a Slowpoke. So slow he doesn't even know what's happening. I saw a poll, and you can let me know in the comments which is the best Slowbro. Slowbro, Galarian Slowbro, Mega Slowbro, or Slowking? Which is the best one? Which is the best Slowpoke with the shelter on it? You must know. I don't like you. I don't like anyone better than me. Ah, this Mountaineer is delicious. He's got another Onix. Let's go, Athena! Go for another Water Pulse. And level 26. And a Graveler is going to be an easy knockout. How is it level 19, though? How'd you do that? Unless you guess we just caught a wild one at a lower level. Oh, the right stick moves my mouse, apparently. Huh. That cleared my head. I feel bloated on mountain air. Alright. We've reached our destination. But we're not going to stay to listen to music. We're going to go to the Pokemon Center. We're going to heal up. And that's where we're going to call it for this episode. pretty much was all about getting through Rock Tunnel. Which, on the one hand, is, you know, feels like we didn't make much progress. On the other hand, that's probably... Well, it's one of the most annoying... I don't know. It's certainly it feels like a place that you can quickly get lost in if you're not familiar with the game and if you don't have Flash. So, it's a little bit... It's an accomplishment. Let's not downplay it. But yeah. Anyway, we got through Rock Tunnel, and next time we'll be exploring what's on the other side. So, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you'd like to be notified when the next episode comes out, be sure to hit the subscribe button and click on the little bell to be notified when the next episode's out. And if you liked the video, hit the like button and comment any thoughts or anything else you'd like to say. And that's about it. Thank you guys, and I'll see you next time.